I don't know about you, but as a black man, it rubs me the wrong way every time I see a Justin Bieber or a Justin Timberlake or hear somebody refer to Elvis Presley as the king of rock and roll, but marginalize black men contributions to music, to entertainment, to the world. Now, Elvis Presley, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, or any of these boy groups out here, past or present, emulated black men, black sound, black dress, black tone. You think I'm exaggerating? Blacks have invented every form of music, and somebody's always stuck their damn claws into it and turned around and made more profit off of it. And then we've also had brothers who've aided in this. Case in point, Timberland gave Justin Timberlake street cred or the black cred, or gave him an opportunity to come into the community by using his beats, writing skills. And then Justin Timberlake go around like, well, I used to grow up and listen to Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack and yada yada yada, Michael Jackson and everything. Justin Bieber the same way with Usher. Usher went all the way to Canada, discovered this white kid. And I still say like Hilary Swank's son, but that's just me. And all the millions upon young black men around here who can out sing and outperform. I ain't talking about sing. I mean sing. I'm talking about sing like, Marvin Gaye, or, the old schoolers. There's a few brothers out here like Anthony Hamilton and them who don't get the radio play because they sound like men. Then I start thinking about Vanilla Ice when he came out and was a white version of Hammer in the worst way, with the baggy pants, the fucked up hairstyle. And they even put him in the colors of the flag. If y'all didn't catch that, go look at some of them old pictures and clips. But then I start thinking about us in media. Wesley Snipes. Yeah, I remember Blade, or this version of Blade. Remember, Blade came out way before The Matrix or any of these other copycat movies where the hero is half vampire or quiet, dark, dressed in black, long coat, you name it. Wesley kicked that whole thing off. If it wasn't for Wesley, you wouldn't even see the comic movies that you see now. Wouldn't be no Avengers. Wouldn't be no Dark Knight or Superman or Smallville, any of these things, because he made it popular because it was a dead germ. But as we all know, down the line, they had to go ahead and whiten it up. They wanted to make these two the stars. He was a guest star in his own freaking movie. Those things that I noticed. Our late great Heavy D was one of those old school rappers that was still rapping all the way up until he died. Can you see Vanilla Ice doing that? Michael Jackson, the greatest artist of all time, and male artists I should say, Michael, Stevie, Marvin, Al, Curtis Mayfield. Those guys. No matter where you at, and there's some other guys in that group too, but those guys stick out. And you Ron Isley, they stick out in your head. Can you think about Pat Boone and what other has-been older white dudes or middle-aged white dudes still performing in that quality to that standard? But yet, in the media, our brothers are marginalized. Their contributions are pretty much ignored. Here it is, if a black kid, let's say Chris Brown, and I don't mean to refer to him as a kid in the traditional sense, but I'm gonna use that term because here it is, when white guys are the same age or older, they're still referred to kids. So for shits and giggles, I'm gonna call Chris Brown a kid. If you put Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake next to Chris Brown, Chris will make them look like they standing still. Okay? But that was the problem. Chris was making little girls or older women moist between their legs, and they were white. So when that incident with Rihanna came up, that was godsend. And the white media has not let you forget about it. No matter what Chris do or don't do, it's judged. Last week it was reported that Drake started it, but the media's still saying Chris. And then you got sisters out here. He had anger issues because he fought back. But Justin Timberlake ripped Janet Jackson's blouse and let her take the fall. Justin Bieber got out here and was inciting crap or talking crap. But the media downplays that stuff. Justin Bieber can have his pants hanging off his ass. Justin Timberlake can go out there and brag about how many women he didn't fuck. But they're not looked upon as dogs or no good or a poor role model. Even when black rappers or black hip-hop artists are not out there doing the dumb, people find a way to make him out to be the villains. Remember back when Ludacris had that Pepsi contract and Bill O'Reilly and his fans and Fox went after Pepsi to drop Ludacris, and what did they do? But then they turned around and had Britney Spears, Madonna, and the Osbournes representing them, and nobody said shit. Every time a black man gets near something, people get nervous. People get scared. They get angry. They get violent. But yet they copy everything we do. Remember when Stu was out there saying, Fashezo Manezo? And everybody started saying it. And as black people, we said, oh, no, they didn't call on to something else that we even came up. And we stopped saying it. And thank God we stopped saying it. Because people were saying it or repeating and didn't know what the fuck they were saying. And I have a way to think that blacks didn't know what they were saying at times. But hey. Michael Jackson was loved and hated at the same time. Nobody, you go back and look at his old clips. Come on, nobody can do what that man did. I mean, some people have gotten close, but it will never be duplicated. That's why I don't know how they can sit and say that Elvis Presley is the king of rock and roll when Elvis went back and emulated black culture. If you want to be technically truthful, it would be Little Richard and Chuck Berry, Fat Domino. But hey, so when I see these little girls or these older women swoon over Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake, it does rub me the wrong way. Justin Bieber's been on The View 4 times, and every time it's like his pants get lower and lower. I don't hear them call him a thug. He wears hoodies. Did they call him a thug? Here it is when a black man does something worthwhile. You always got a white man standing right next to him, want to be in the pictures, want to be a part of it. That's why I said Mr. Obama, President Obama, suffered from the Michael Jackson syndrome. Everybody wanted to say they was there, they supported you, but once you made it look too easy or you was doing too much, they had to take you down. But as I said, some of our own people have aided in that. Other black men have aided in that. How many of y'all hear people, they talk about the Beatles, they talk about Billy Preston? Paul McCartney, no, let me take that back. John Lennon and George Harrison refer to him as the fifth Beatle. He played on a lot of their famous music just right before they broke up. He even toured with George Harrison and them, but they don't talk about that. What? A black man was playing on the Beatles' most memorable songs? Y'all remember, the Beatles were influenced by black music. Matter of fact, they came to Chicago to record for Chess Records. How many of y'all knew that Jimi Hendrix and them played backup or played or just kept discovering these people like Little Richard? I think was it Little Richard or Chuck Berry? I get them mixed up. I think it was Chuck Berry or somebody said give the Beatles a chance. Eric Clapton and all these men, Elton John and them, have openly said that black music, black artists have influenced their sound. Y'all remember Benny and the Jets. Doom, 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 doom. Elton John went on Soul Train. A lot of white artists, a lot of people that you thought were black, were white, the Bee Gees. They call it disco music, but that was black music. But we're so hated, but we're dominate every goddamn thing we touch. But because they get their hands into it, we either run away or we reclaim or we just let it go. Here it is in Chicago, blues. Known for blues, known for R&B, gospel. Turn around, go to the clubs, mostly white men playing blues. How many of y'all knew that we kept creating classical music? See, that's not talked about in schools. This is why I have no respect for these black entertainers, these black men. Like, I'm looking at this picture with Floyd Mayweather, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne. Who you got right next to you? Justin Bieber. We keep giving these dudes access to our community while we get vilified and they get glorified. Think about that.